If it is or if it ain't, it's going to come out. Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. It is January the 21st, 2023, and today the topic is Abide in Jesus. Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. I hope that you all had a great day yesterday. Mine was just fine. Those of you all that follow me on social media, the cat is out of the bag, y'all. I guess now y'all see why your girl was out here hustling in the streets over the past few days, because my sister and I treated my mom and her, some ladies from her organization. The group in particular is called the Silver Queens. We treated those ladies to a lunch, and we gave her a party bus experience. So shout out to my sister for being the real MVP, being on the front lines. She ended up, I guess rented the vehicle and she drove it and whatnot as well. Shout out to Miss Christie as well. So technically the Sassy Sisters was there as well. That's another group that's in the organization, Inspirational Outreach. And it seems like everything went off without a hitch. We took them to the historic Green Manor restaurant. That's the name of the place, the historic Green Manor restaurant over in Union City. Beautiful venue, awesome food. I think they put us in a doll room or something like that. Of course, my little man with me and stuff, so he was all dapper, being the, being who he is, And yes, those pictures and whatnot are on my social media. So again, if you follow me, Actress Miracle Sins, anywhere, you probably have seen a glimpse of that evening, or excuse me, that midday turn up. You know what I'm saying? And it was good. I feel like it went well. Mom was surprised, and we did everything from the favor bags and everything. I'm sitting here looking at one of the gifts that we put in the favor bags. It's a bookmark, and I'm using one. Mine says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart. On your own and intelligence, do not rely. In all your ways, be mindful of him, and he will make straight your paths." And then on the back it says, "We have hope anchored firm. Hope for the soul." Sorry, y'all. This is really super small. But this bookmark was one of the things that we put in the favor bags, alongside some other things. And so she seemed to be pleased. The guests seemed to be pleased. The people that worked there were fabulous and treated us really well. So we made it happen. So to God be the glory for all things. Shout out to Dad as well. From what I understand, he contributed as well. And I feel like everything really, really came together well. Her guest was wearing pink, so they was all pretty in pink. It's been something that she had been saying that she wanted to do, get together with her ladies. And so I don't know if that was the first time that they all got together in person, because when they do their group chat, they, I guess they talk on the phone. And so I think it may have been their first time to get together as a group. So to God be the glory, man. We out here trying to, make things happen. Look, abundance 2023. Things are happening, and I'm glad that came together. Shout out to Mom. Her birthday is officially tomorrow, the 22nd. But the celebrations have begun and everything like that. From what I'm understanding, there might be more things going on over the weekend and stuff too. We gonna see if I'll be able to participate in everything. Y'all listen, I'm just one person, like I said, and I did a lot of hustling, man, to try to, contribute and do my part. when it came to the festivity that has already taken place. So your girl's tired. Like, I'm looking forward to just relaxing today. And we'll see what the Lord do about tomorrow. But yeah, so that's what happened, man. That's one of the main events from yesterday. Y'all know that the episode of GSL Talk Show came out last night as well. Shout out to our guest, Miss Crystal Fry. Y'all know her, and we love her here at GSL. Amazing conversation. Shout out to Boomer as well, man. Listen, the editing of the talk show is top notch in my humble opinion. So yes, shout out to Boomer for all that he does as well. Grateful, super grateful to have him on the team, and super grateful to see some fruit from, I guess you say, what, this ministry, you know, from what the Lord is doing with me, for me, and through me. Speaking of that, your girl was featured last night as well. I had like a little bit of a break in between the festivities with Mom, and then I had basically I was going live with our friends over at the Queens of Ambition. I was on their show, Bless the Author, and hosted by Miss Minister Amelia Graham. And yeah, so 6 o'clock I was live with them. I think the group is private, and I didn't realize that originally, because I would have shared the links so you guys could tune in. But I think she's going to send me a copy of the video, and if so, then I will post it and add it to my interview playlist. Look, to God be the glory out here, you know what I'm saying? I got a playlist of my interviews and everything like that. Thank you to Miss Amelia for inviting me. And I think things got a little bit steamy. That conversation got very interesting. But yeah, I just hope people are encouraged and inspired. I got a chance to see some of the comments come in and whatnot while we were talking, and it seemed like, you know, it was. I know somebody was like, "Oh, you know, you're giving me ideas." And I'm like, "Hey, they call me an idea generator, so I mean, you know, grab what you can, you know." But to God be glory, man, for opportunities and things, favor, right? I know that Angela Stanton King says that, like, favor will get you places that money can't. And, you know, I feel her on that, you know. To God be the glory again for being obedient and then walking through open doors and opportunities. Because, again, publishing my book has led me to be on several platforms. Stepping out on faith and doing this concept, which y'all know is the juice, your daily dose of inspiration, that has led to many open doors and whatnot as well. Like I said, I will forever share that testimony that this was the domino, like the first domino that fell for all the rest of my dreams and aspirations and things like that. And more in the works, you know what I'm saying? As long as I got another day to breathe and live and the Lord provides X, Y, and Z, you know, there's more work to do. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be in this place and to be able to share my testimony. And again, I hope it just encourages and inspires the next person. Y'all. Actually, since I'm sitting here chit-chatting with y'all before I get started with the juice, let me tell y'all this. On our YouTube channel, of course, subscribe. But that's not what I mean. Get ready to tell y'all. On the YouTube channel, I put up a question to see what y'all want to hear or see from us, right? And it came to me this morning that I think I'm getting the impression that y'all want to see, like, why I'm doing what I'm doing and why, like, y'all want more of me and my testimony. Now, if that's correct, then please go to that raffle. I might put it on the audio version as well of this podcast so y'all can answer the question there as well. But do y'all want to see more Miracle Sims content, as in, like, you know, maybe some story time videos that are just, or videos that lay out why I'm doing what I'm doing, and, you know, sharing my testimony, just only the testimony. You see what I'm saying? Because I feel like obviously that I've done that, especially with the juice, because y'all get me daily, you know, and I'm sharing my life daily. But if y'all want some content specific to be like, why did she make GSL? And y'all, you know, a video that explains that, or a video that explains, like, my testimony, or you know what I mean? Like, if y'all need content like that, let me know and I can try to start working on it. There is one poll that's already on the channel. I'll put a poll up in this one. I might put a poll on my Facebook and stuff like that as well, just to see, because I'm getting the vibe that that's what y'all want, and if that's true, then I'll start working on it. If not, I got other stuff to work on. You see what I'm saying? But just saying, like, just putting it out there. If that's something you want to see, I can start working on it or putting it on my to-do list. So, yeah, that's the God, Sex, and Love YouTube. So, I think that's all the announcements and whatnot, y'all. We can go ahead and get into the juice, right? So as you guys see that the topic is called Abide in Jesus. This morning I ended up waking up at 3:07. Y'all know what I did. I, Googled Bible 3:07 and just kind of started doing things on social media, responding to messages that I had missed with my sleep, things like that. I listened to the prayer meditation, and to be honest, majority of the inspiration for today's topic comes from that. It was, giving me it ended up with the topic to say abide and grow. One of the main things that stood out to me as I was listening to the prayer meditation this morning is this visual that they had me I guess envision or that they described to me to envision was like, a tree full of fruit. Notice one of the branches, and it was saying that I am that branch. And I'm like, wow. And it was talking about the branch was abundant and all these different things. I'm like, y'all know abundance 2023. But that really did something to me to really think about, the fact that I am the abundant branch, and the reason for the abundance obviously is Christ, and as long as I'm connected to Christ, I will, I guess, forever be abundant, and I can rest in that. That's kind of what I was receiving this morning as I was listening to the prayer and meditation. And then after I got done, the word abide really stood out in my heart and mind. So that was the beginning, and then eventually abide in Jesus was the thing that came to me to focus on. And so, yeah, let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into the juice. When I looked up the definition of abide, it says accept or act in accordance with a rule, decision, or recommendation. And then the second definition says be able to tolerate. So I think after I wrote down the definition and was reflecting on that, I believe that's what confirmed abide in Jesus. Because you can abide in a lot of things, right? But I think being clear to abide in Jesus was important today. So one of the first verses I feel led to share this morning is one of the first verses that I came across when I looked up Bible 3:07, basically. And that is Ephesians 3:7. It says, whereof I was made a minister according to the gift of the grace of God, given unto me by the effectual working of his power. To me, that was confirmation of what the prayer meditation was saying about, again, as long as I abide in Jesus, right? As long as I am hooked up to the fountain, the root, Christ, everything like that, that I will bear fruit and things like that. That was interesting because I know I was talking to the ladies last night, or there might have been some gentlemen there, I'm not sure, but I was talking to the individuals that was tuning in last night on the other talk show, and I wanted to just remind them to not be so bogged down by the fruit aspect. Like, I believe that you will see fruit when you, again, stay in Christ, but don't expect the fruit to be what you expect it to be, right? On one hand, again, I feel like we can always, at least me, in the past, I would definitely get discouraged along the way. I feel like I've shared that testimony a lot as well. But, I mean, again, if y'all just go and see my Actress Miracle Sims YouTube, y'all can see the difference between that channel and then the God, Sex, and Love channel, just based on the amount of content, the consistency of the content, all that. So, and I'm not trying to say that I didn't have Christ back when I was doing in the beginning, but I will say that I probably wasn't fully surrendering to Christ, right? I was allowing outside influences to discourage me along the way. And now, for whatever reason, the Lord has put a tenacity in me to be like, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter how many views. It doesn't matter how many subscribers. That stuff don't matter. What matters is that there is fruit in regards to I be obedient and then let God do the rest in regards to growing the fruit and expanding it and all of that type of stuff. Like, yeah, of course there's goals. Yeah, of course there's things that we need to do, right? And there's, things to achieve and reach, and it's good to strive, right? But at the end of the day, don't get discouraged by not seeing numbers, right? Like, I think, again, that's one of those things. I think, again, God has showed me that there is growth, there is progress, and it may not look the way you think. To me, progress is, again, building a team. Progress has been, again, staying consistent. Progress has been, achieving personal goals and whatnot, regardless of the support of it, all of those things are fruit to me. He has shown me that this is also fruit. It's not just subscribers, it's not just, likes, it's not just any of that other stuff that people deem to be important. So just putting that out there. I was reiterating that, I guess, last night, and I guess it just was on my heart and mind to share this morning as well. So yeah, that is something to keep on your minds, friends. Let's get into some more verses. So John 15:7. It says, if you abide in me and my words abide in you, ask whatever you wish and it will be done for you. Just like that pastor said, that one of those establishing verses that got me on this path, y'all. If you make God's wants your wants, you're going to get what you want. I'm a living testimony that, again, the more I abide in Jesus, the more I see blessings flow, and I see the things I feel like that he put on my heart and mind to have and do flow. Now, listen, I ain't gonna lie, like, there's some pretty big things that's on my heart and mind, and I'm like, and I, sometimes I wonder if I doubt, because, and not to say, on one hand, I'm like, well, I shouldn't doubt, because obviously I see other people with this and with that, and so that means if the Lord can do it for them, he can do it for me. But at the same time, I guess because my mind hasn't been on those things per se, it's like, well, Lord, whether you give me what you've given them or not, I have to appreciate what you are doing for me at the same time. So it's just one of those things, because it's like, I want to grow, I want to, have more and do more and all that. But on the flip side, I'm like, whatever you want, Lord. Like, this is the place where I'm at now, Lord, I'm at peace with being content with what I have. And again, you're providing. And so, whether it's the millions of dollars, or not, like, what is the millions of dollars to one me? Like, millions of dollars to me, I guess, would be like more opportunity to create more content, more opportunity to hopefully do my part in the kingdom, whatever that may be. Ooh, Lord, all right. Well, I still struggle when it comes to this concept of giving, individuals and whatnot. Because even as I was out there hustling in the street over the week, it seemed like on every corner there was somebody, standing there, I hate to say with their hands out, but that's pretty much what it is. And on one hand, you want to help everybody. Like, I do, like, deep within, it's like I want to help everybody, but on the flip side, and it was very interesting that I talk about this now, but yeah, one of the ladies at Mom's event, she was talking to the other ladies and whatnot, and she was sharing with them what the Lord had shared with her in regards to a particular situation that was similar to that. And she was saying that the Lord had blessed her with $50, and that soon after somebody came and needed $50, and she was debating on whether she was supposed to give that 50 to them that the Lord had just blessed her with. And what the Lord revealed to her was that, the same way he gave her $50, he could provide the $50 to the other lady. So, and then she went on to tell the ladies more in regards to being like, we can't be Jesus to people. Like, we can't, like, Jesus has to be Jesus, right? And we can be, in a position to, be there for a season or a reason, right? But it's not for us to be Christ continually to that person. So I guess all of those things obviously stood out to me. And hey, it stood out to me to be able to share today. That hey, I guess at the end of the day, like, do your part, right? Do what you can. And then let God do the rest, right? Let God do the rest. So let's keep going, y'all. Let's keep going. What we're gonna get by abiding in Jesus? Let's see. John 15:4 says, "Abide in me and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it abides in the vine. Neither can you unless you abide in me." Wow. So yes, again, I feel like my testimonies that I've already shared this morning are proof of that. Like, as I was trying to do things in my own might, my own way, I would get stressed. I would get, disencouraged. Like, however many words you could say, like I would just, fall by the wayside. But again, with the Lord, y'all see, I talk about it all the time. Y'all see the fruit from abiding in the Lord. And so, just saying benefits to abiding in Jesus. So then we got John 8:31. It says, "So Jesus said to the Jews who had believed him, 'If you abide in my word, you are truly my disciples.'" Again, we can't just be out here talking about it and not doing it. That pretty much sums up everything I have to say about that verse. Again, the word says itself, there's plenty that just, say with their lips, but then their hearts are far from him. So, just something to think about. That might be a little bit of pulp right there. But, that's all I have this Saturday morning. I don't want to belong your time and everything like that. That's the juice, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that it encourages you and inspires you. The Bible verse of the day, I feel like, was also a confirmation of everything that I have been receiving this morning. And that's Proverbs 16:9. It says, "A man's heart deviseth his ways, but the Lord directeth his steps." Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all on Monday, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye.
Hello, charmers. Visit ttcboutique.com for the latest in fashion and accessories. Twice the charm, the source of women clothing.